right, welcome back to PoPolitickin.com, your home for self-help meets hip-hop. Right now, we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, but make sure you go to Spotify and Apple Music. Check us out on there, too. 1212, and place to be with Rittz. How you doing, bro?
Yeah. I'm great, man. How you?
Man, I'm fantastic, bro. I had to, even before we started this interview, I was like, man, you got a lot of songs with my favorite rappers. Like, you got Quick. I mean, not Quick. Big Crit.
Crit.
Yeah, Sugar Free. Like I said, you got Trade the Truth, E40, Devin the Dude, MJG.
We like the same type of shit.
Yeah, Twister, Paul Wall. I'm like, okay. And even though boy that be singing all the time, wasn't that Mike Poser?
Oh yeah, man. He's done my career wonders, man. Mike Poser.
He his ass off.
Yeah.
I gotta meet him, man. But he be singing. I like him on I was listening to your songs, and I like him on that 2 Chainz songs he was on.
Yeah, he's a great songwriter. He wrote Justin Bieber Boyfriend, some songs from Maroon 5 as well, and Appeal of the Bees. But yeah, shout out to Mike, man. Almost got him on this album, but didn't happen. Almost.
Right. So I know you got a long career, so we're gonna just start from the beginning a little bit.
Yeah, man.
All right. So I just want to know, give us your first memories of hip hop. Like, what do you remember? The first memories.
First memories of hip hop there's a couple definitive ones. First memory of hip hop I was born in southwestern Pennsylvania. I moved down to Georgia when I was 8. I've been here since '88. But in Pennsylvania, where I'm from, my sound's okay, cool. You can hear me all right?
Yeah, you good.
Trying to fix my shit because my shit's whack. But anyway, man, in Pennsylvania where we were at, man, they didn't listen to rap. There wasn't I'm in the middle of fucking Mayberry, you know what I'm saying? So my first thing was the Fat Boys. They played the Fat Boys, LL Cool J, and like Run DMC there. That's pretty much it on the radio. And like and Beastie Boys every now and then. I really went into them. But Fat Boys. And then when I moved to Atlanta, I immediately got introduced to Kilo, a song called Cocaine. And that changed my life, that one record. And then it just made me I was a naive little white kid from Mayberry. I come down, there's a white girl in town, her name is Cocaine. And it was just so it was it was drug rap, like some gangster shit, talking about getting sprayed up over cocaine. And it was just intriguing to me. I was like, this is dangerous. And so that was it. And then basically, not to go too deep with it, but if I had credit any 2 other people, would be Rap-A-Lot Records. Everything that came with Scarface. I bought Scarface's solo album. That led me to get all the Ghetto Boy shit. And then I just went Rap-A-Lot fan. And then Outkast. And then that's pretty Outkast. And those are my mains that got me started in my youth.
Yeah, I was proud. That was like my proudest interview. I interviewed Jay Prince.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was happy. I was about to cry when I was interviewing him.
That's right, man. I was telling my boy last night because we had seen him at the studio at Tree Sound, and I was like, I'm not a loud type of guy. I don't do it, but I like Jay Prince's voice. Oh yeah, like that. That is very little things that remind me of when I'm little, that bring back that nostalgia, how much I loved rap. And when I hear that motherfucker talk on a record, I'm like, man, this is the type of shit. This is what I fell in love with. And his book's actually the first book I read since 1995.
It was good. It was good
last year.
Man. So I like when he started talking about the boxing too.
Yeah. Wow, man. Good for you. That's dope. That's a dope interview.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And now I'm gonna ask you, so far as like as an MC, what would you say your story is? Like what kind of messages do you try to get across in your music?
There's a couple. It's changed throughout time, obviously, with growth and different things. At first it was more about, when I first started rapping, it was more about, being a high school, back in my era, a lot of hype people dropping out of school and just doing bad shit and just being that type of kid. And I would say, though, if I was just to keep it general, mine is letting the fans all the way in with complete honesty, and try to for the most part, stick to topics that everybody can relate to from all walks of life. So like whether it be love, money, shit like that. But for me, I like to be more like I guess I'm an open book, man. And I'm definitely a rapper's rapper. You know what I'm saying? I like to tell the inside bullshit that goes on. I like to expose the game because I wish not to expose the game in a bad way, but I wish when I was young, somebody was in the industry that could tell me all these things, and I would have known by now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was
So
actually the next question. I was gonna say, how did you go by developing your craft as an MC?
it's crazy. It started with Willie D. I used to try to rap like Willie D, like a motherfucker. I was probably my parents probably wanted to kill me, man. Just little ass. I don't think my nuts dropped yet. I bust you in your motherfucking head. Trying to rap like Willie D, and then it just developed. Well, Outkast. So when Outkast came out, it was like, okay. So I've been hearing the gangster ass shit from LA and Dre and all that shit. I've been hearing. And my main influence was a rap a lot at the time, and this was before like '95 when like Avon and JG, UGK, that era. This was just a little bit before that, '92, shit like that. So they developed it. Then when Outkast came, it was like, yo, that's it, because it showed where I'm from, or showed places that I've seen and I could relate to it, and the accents and the style and everything. So Outkast made me go, all right, now I want to do it. And then once N9ne came out, he kind of put me back about 5 years. We all us white boys had to go back to the drawing board. Like, fuck, man, it's back then it was about lyrics, and you couldn't be a white rapper without being the dope, like not the dope, but as dope as you could possibly be, So when N9ne came out, it was like, oh man, he's extra crazy with it. So now what the fuck am I gonna do now? So, but yeah, that was pretty much what developed it. And then as time went on, I started double time and practicing. I would always double time, but Twista was my double time artist I listened to.
Mm-hmm.
Twista and Bone Thugs, but Twista for sure is my main fast rapper influence. I didn't really find that fast rap my real calling, my style, rapping double time over down south beats, until I got so tired of, I was getting so tired of crunk and snap, and I was doing a lot of clubs then, and my music had content and lyrics, and they could do it, man. Man, why he all right, you know what I mean? But it wasn't. I was getting respect for it, so now I started seeing Yellow Wolf doing these kind of clubs. I didn't even know him, but I met him through somebody doing these kind of like, I won't say white boy shit, but like some hipster shit back in the day, like some graffiti ass, that type of crowd. That wasn't my scene. I wasn't familiar with it. So, but yeah, all that developed what it was today. But I would definitely say Twista with the fast shit, Eminem with the syllables, Outkast for making the most beautiful music ever, and the gangster shit, always the realest shit is Tupac and fucking Rap-A-Lot, Scarface, Ghetto Boys.
That's
Fifth Ward Boys, Devin the Dude. Yeah.
Do you remember where you was the first time you saw that Players Ball video?
Oh my God! You know what? I don't remember where I was, but I remember going to the Goodwill and buying me some Adidas pants like Big Boy was wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Boy's the only, it's like Big Boy's the only guy. Hey, do me a favor. I know this is let me read this.
Does this sound worse?
No, you good.
Oh, you can hear me this way?
Yeah.
You sure? Because I put them back in if not. But I was just having trouble, All right, cool. Yeah. Nah, but I went to the Goodwill, man, and bought bought the Adidas pants, like the three stripes down the leg, like Big Boy wore in the video, man. Big Boy's the one rapper, like, I'm sure there's if I meet Jay-Z or some shit, but I'm not that I'm against the fanboy thing, but I'm just not that. There's very little artists that I'm still fans of, But yeah, so when I'm around Big Boy, I mean, my whole what's they call it? My catchphrase, yeah. I stole that from Big Boy. He'd be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So being around him, I try to, I know how to play it cool. But it's weird because I used to I used to dress like you. I used to watch how you walk. I'm thinking about I'm just like, man. So being in his presence, man, was really cool. And he's a nice guy, real cool dude. And he's, to me, the flyest dude in the rap game. I don't give a fuck, man. That motherfucker can dress, and he's just a fresh dude.
Yeah. Then I actually just interviewed he's a new artist. I just interviewed him, and he was talking about you. I mentioned your name, and I was like, I'm about to interview him coming up. He was like, man, he raps fast too. He was like, I don't know how Rittz rap that fast though. He's like, ask him how he rap that fast. I said, I'll ask him for you.
Right. It's crazy with the fast shit because it's like, that's another thing of mine, man. I get frustrated with one, I'm real lyrical based. You know, I take pride in trying to make the best to be lyrical. You know, I'm a technical rapper. You know, so it's like, you know, it's not everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody wants to hear all that shit all the time. But I, you know, really wasn't about rapping fast. Unfortunately, I think that's where a lot of these people are making their mistakes. But maybe not though, because nowadays the fans can't tell the fucking difference. But I hear a lot of fast rappers that, you know, rap fast but don't say shit. So it's cool that he said that about me, but I definitely like to be known as somebody who's got content more than a, you know, just a fast rapper, you know, because so many people out there. I was doing a show when the blow, when you know how to go, when the flow, when the, and it's like, come on, man, he ain't saying shit.
He was doing that. Then I was like, I had to break it down. I said, so what did you actually say?
Yeah,
it's something simple.
Yeah, exactly. And it kills me too, because I'll do a feature with somebody. And it doesn't kill me, but you know, deep down inside, I mean, I'm just, you know, I want to be good. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'll be on a feature with somebody who I know can't rap as good as me. You know, doing the same flow, same type of. They're trying to do that, and it's just like they'll be on it. Dude, we killed it too. And it's just like, man, hey, man, y'all can have it, man. Fuck it, man. Y'all might not ever get it, but it is what it is, man. But Twister was definitely the main guy with that for sure.
Yeah, and then I wanted to. Like I said, I know you was with Strange Music and you dropped 4 albums, but I would say, so you must know about wrestling, because how you come up with that Johnny Valent?
I do, man. That's that Pennsylvania shit in me, man.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I fuck with you. I see, you know, I say that's the dude right there.
Yeah. Did you watch wrestling? Where you from?
I'm from Mississippi, but I'm always wrestling. But that's I'm thinking.
Where you at?
Columbus.
Oh, okay, I got some homies out there. I got some homies in Natchez and damn, man, shout out Mississippi. I think that's what it's called, Natchez, right? It's been a while. Man, yeah, dude, my dad. So when we moved to Georgia from Pennsylvania, my dad was a musician. He played in bands. That was his whole shit. So it was kind of that time where he was reaching that age, like, you know, I got kids. Do I want to keep doing his band shit or do I want to get a real job? So he moved us to Atlanta. He started working for TBS and he filmed wrestling. As a kid, we had all the front row, like right by the gates and shit. You know, it was cool, but it was the WCW back when they were broke, so it was kind of, you know, it was a Ric Flair and shit. But it was cool, man. Definitely was into wrestling for a while. Not anymore.
Hey, but I don't know if you know this. So, but it's kind of died down now because the Corona shit. But Billy Corgan, he owns NWA now, and he has a show called Power. And he's making it look like just like it looked back in the day. It was a retro show. So I don't know if your daddy was doing it back then, how it looked back then, but
he was doing it at center stage and a little
they got it looking just like that now. They got it looking like old school, but it's new with the wrestlers, but that old school look. That's how they doing it.
Yeah. I tell the story. I'll just tell it to you real quick. You said you watch wrestling. Do you know Arn Anderson? Is you familiar with Ford? Yeah. So, you know, my grandfather, you know, they small town folks, man. You know, you live in a trailer, man, live a quiet life, watches wrestling, thinks it's real. You know, this is the 80s. This is like late 80s and early 90s. So my grandfather, he doesn't get it. You know, Atlanta, this is big, you know, walking around. He don't like that type of shit. So we go to it's just too much. So we're at the wrestling event though, and we go backstage, and he likes the 4 Horsemen. And here comes Arn Anderson. And my whole family's there, a bunch of babies and kids and shit. Arn Anderson walks back and goes, not even in character. He's like, who let the goddamn Clampett clan in this fucking player? You know, called my whole family just like basically hillbilly. And we were at that point in time. My grandfather never watched it again. Isn't that crazy? He was hurt. Oh man, Arn Anderson did him dirty, man.
Yeah, he's still out there. He out there helping them now still.
Yo, I'm not being unprofessional. I'm grabbing a light. I'm seeing you smoking.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Okay, right, man. We conversate.
Yeah, man. It keeps me calm, man. I like my cigars lately, man. Some new. But yeah, that's the wrestling shit.
Yeah, so I was just asking you, so how was your time with Strange Music and then, you know, coming out with the projects, touring? I know that was an experience.
Yeah, the Strange Music's a whole interview on its own, you know what I mean? In a nutshell, Strange Music was amazing. You know, it brought me to a huge audience, and it taught me a lot about the rap game. So that's basically what I could say about that. I mean, there was tons. Yeah, I said it right. There was label friction, cocaine addiction, how to separate the real from the fake. There was a lot of shit going on, and there was ups and downs. But now it's all over with. I got nothing but love for those guys. Deep down inside, even on some friend, homie shit. But it was an interesting experience. The way my career started wasn't the way it was planned as me being, a 12-year-old thinking I was going to be, Eminem. You know what I mean? But so I didn't expect it to go the way it did. And just now I'm finally fine. And even then, even now, I mean, people still think I'm sounding strange. And somebody the other day called, they were like, there's another white Jesus out. I think, Catfish Billy, that's what it is. It's like, no, man. It's like people just don't know, and it's because I'm blessed, but I didn't plan on coming that much up as somebody's little homie because that was never the situation. So unfortunately, in my whole career, I've been, under Wolf or under Tech instead of, really getting the respect for being an MC and a leader. You know what I'm saying? That we just didn't show the cameras. That wasn't the situation at the time. So, but it was cool, man. It was a great experience. And fuck, man, I'll start from where I left off in 2012. And if it wasn't for Strange Music, I wouldn't have all these fans that I have now. So that's the good thing.
Yeah, I was reading something. It was saying, it said after you left Strange Music, it said you had to start over, and it said you was facing drug addiction and money problems. So,
yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What happened?
Well, so like I kind of told my homie I wouldn't talk about it too much. So like basically, not that I'm against talking about it, but I'm trying to figure out how to word it without, Yeah. It's so crazy because it's like I said, with me being a guy that wants to let everybody in the game and let them know what happened. Like I want to be like, this is exactly what happened.
Whatever you won't feel comfortable saying, it's all good.
But I do that. Now I end up running, but it's like I want people to know, but it's a fine line where you don't throw, make anybody else look bad. With Strange Music, the money situation really didn't have anything to do with Strange. If anything, they were boosting my fan base up. But I will say from the outside looking in, fans were thinking, pretty much 90% of everything I was doing Strange, from the music to the features to until a certain time where Travis was making us do videos there. We stayed in Atlanta. Like we weren't part of the Kansas City inner circle Strange Music. So when I say we, me and my manager, my team. So I always kind of felt a little bit like an outsider with something to prove. And then they kind of, which is good, they used me as a guinea pig with the Switch Lane song to try practicing on radio. And it went well. I almost had a number 10 record. And as soon as I went into the top 10, was about to creep in and change my life, they pulled it. And then the next time I gave them another hit, which when I say hit, not being cocky, it was what it was. It's just my probably most popular, second most, with no visual. So if we would have shot a visual to that, they would have put some money behind it. I'd have probably been in a whole different space. But looking back, shit, I'd have been in a whole different space if Yellow Wolf would have did a Box Chevy video. It's just, things happen. But as far as the money situation goes, the money was me touring. And so I didn't really tour with Strange much, even though that's their main thing. Tech's huge and sells out shows. These crowds are fucking crazy. So I toured with them a couple times when I first signed there, and then later on when I wanted to promote an album. But I always try to tour myself and just keep it separate. I didn't want to. I was already in that box. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to make sure people knew I did shit on my own, because the CNT shit was always, here and inevitable. But yeah, so I got a lot of money touring, touring, not a lot of money, but I'm saying years go by, you get more money. And you think that money's going to start coming in, man. I had a good friend of mine run into some issues, and I just spent, I went in. Unfortunately, the game was at a time, and my contract and the relationship was Strange, where I didn't need to be spending money like that. So I was really trying to help out a homie and spent pretty much everything. And then when that happened, me and the label, I kind of knew how they were pushing. The game was changing, how people consume music. And I was a full-blown alcoholic, suicidal kind of guy. And it was a mess. So it was meant for me to lose the money, because I was, it was headed to that direction anyway. But I lost it being kind, to be honest. Just a lot of the reason why. So yeah, it's building up right now it's definitely building from scratch. I mean, I'm getting money, but it was a time where I was getting like, whoa, this is life. Like, holy shit, this is great. People don't even recognize me. I get money.
I think if you lost it being kind, you're gonna get it back anyway.
I hope so, man. I think it's coming back, man. It's just I did take a big hit. I took a big hit. So basically, when I put my last album out with Strange, I went on another tour by myself, really sick at that time. So I spent my last $15,000 cash and just to go into rehab. And I'm not even a rehab kind of guy. My family's not, like, you know, it's just, but I had to do something. My manager was giving me ultimatums, and, you know, without him, that's, you know, he holds me down, and me and my wife. So when I got out of rehab, all the credit cards canceled. I mean, so I was just broke. So when I got money for my first album, put a crown on it on my new label, shit, I had to live on that shit. So, and that's why I like letting people know, you know, because shit, I was getting out there like, dude, you got the new label, you balling. So you know how this shit is, man. But yeah, I lost a lot.
Then you was talking about CNT.
Yeah, CNT. Yeah.
Yeah, is it just you right now, or who all involved with CNT?
No, it's just me. It's just me right now. I'm not sure, you know, with what I've been through with record labels, man. I'm not sure if I want to be that guy. You know, I'm kind of experimenting, or I'm planning on experimenting. My boy Northgard, that rapped on my new single Jesus Blanco. He pretty much put the North Side on the map as far as Atlanta goes, and I'm trying to work something out with him, but trying to do something different with artists to where maybe they pay for their own shit and put it out under my imprint. So it's not no, you owe me this. Nah, you paid, put it out under my shit. I get this percentage. You do your thing. You know, I just don't want to be that guy that everybody wants to kill. You know what I mean? Because that's how bad that shit can get. You know, I mean, you don't understand.
And I wanted you to talk about your current project. I was listening to Picture Perfect.
Picture Perfect, man.
Here you go. That was bumping. Yeah, you got the like I said, you rap fast. I like the production. I think I like your beats. I like your sound. Like it sounds good. Like I don't like too many like fast rappers like that. I just like you got that flow. I feel it.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird, man. You know, it's the time. You know, sometimes I think back with timing. You know, right when I came out, there was Yellow Wolf, MGK, somebody else. There was 3 fast rapping white boys. So it really, like, right when I finally dreams came true, I came up under. You know, I was the one that influenced the fast rapping white boys. So it's like, but I'll never get that credit. So, so I don't rely on it. I like to switch it up every now and then too. You know, with this one, I started the intro with it, not double time and shit, just to show that I can, you know, rap with anybody.
Yeah.
You know, but fast rapping, I just found it, man. You know, the down south beats got so slow for a while. You know, through that 2010, 2007, 2005, that little scrappy era, all the way up to snap, all the way up to that shit. Beats got so slow, man. Every time I'd rap on them without double time, I sound like fucking T.I. or something. I had to figure it out.
Yeah, they figured
it out. And then motherfucking Yellow blew up on that shit. And then, you know what I'm saying? And then I can't, not that it was my shit. We just was in the same shit. So, you know, it is what it is. But now I'm finally, after all that time, man, getting respected for owning that lane. And that's my shit. You know, these guys, everybody else doing rock albums and whatever.
Yeah, it's crazy. Sometimes it's like, I feel like even what I'm doing, man, it's like you just gotta keep doing it, then eventually you'll get recognized for it. Like shit.
I was talking to Dove. I was like, hey, let me ask you something. I mean, say I want to get recognized for the music. Does that matter at all? She was like, hey, you want to get recognized, go sing at church, motherfucker. This shit is, I was like, God, that's sad. Couldn't imagine if I was in a band and practiced an instrument all my life, and then next thing you know, in order to get on, you go pay some 18-year-old to dance on with your shirt on TikTok, man. It's just ridiculous. Yeah, but that's the game, man.
Yeah, it's the game, but then at the same time, I think you still got that. You got a real set of, like, even my listeners, they fuck with that real, so they know if I'm co-signing this some real shit. So
right.
You got a group of people that still fuck with that real, and they know that little
it
ain't gonna last. Because my whole thing is anyway, like, I look at it like you done came out with projects and they're tight, like multiple projects. Anybody can come out with one. Shit, you look out, come out with 2. But can you stay in the game like you did? Like, you've been in the game for a while. So I look at that, and I think that's what people respect. So even like I said, you got E40 and Too Short and Sugar Free. Man, how long they been in the game? So it's like real recognize that to me.
Yeah. And you know, and all that too is a learning process for me. You know, so many mixed emotions. You go through this and you're pissed off because money, and then you go, wait a second, man. You fucking Johnny from high school, man. You did a song with goddamn 8-Ball, MJG, 40, Devin and Dude. You did a song with your idols. Like, man, just it is what it ain't all about money all the time. But then again, you know what I'm saying? But it's just mixed emotions, you know. But I'm definitely proud of what I've accomplished for sure.
I'll say, what would you say next for you?
Huh?
What's next for you? Like the end of the year?
I got a Christmas album dropping, man. I just did my first. So quarantine, I went crazy. So I wrote, like, I used to be in the album mode and just write albums, but now, you know, people consuming music a lot faster. And so now, man, I just wanted to make sure that once this quarantine shit, or once next year comes, and actually once now, starting since my album drops, that I got music to drop constantly. There's no more waiting a year on my records. You know, people are going to be getting me all the time without the quality of the music, you know, shrinking down. So, but yeah, I got a Christmas album, man. I will say this, I'm do it every time, even though my album Picture Perfect's out now. Go get Picture Perfect. But man, the Christmas album, I think is the dopest shit I've ever made. I'm so proud of it, man. It's crazy.
You got like real Christmas songs on it?
Yeah, and it's weird, you know, when I tell people about it, it's kind of funny, like the same way your face is. It's like everybody Christmas album, you know, it doesn't really. That's what I'm saying. And I heard it back to myself, and I don't even like, you know, I'm very self-conscious, negative on myself. And I heard it, I'm like, wow, this is fucking good. And I just took it, I kind of treated it like a Christmas special. I called it Ritzmas. I play on words, but more like to put a definition behind it, it's Christmas through the eyes of me. So it's like a bunch of, I do traditional Christmas, there's perverted shit, there's deep shit, there's talk about, you know, not surviving, there's religious shit. I tried to cover each spectrum and make all of them run. It's 36 minutes, man, of just a Christmas special, bro. I can't wait till it come out.
That's what's up right there.
Yeah.
Cool. So what are some of your interests outside of music?
Cooking, bro. I'm all about the cooking game. So that's another thing too. It was just so much focus on the music this year, and then with not touring, not making money, wasn't a good year to necessarily go recipe trying. You know, it gets expensive. But last year, a couple years ago, I put out a little run called Starving Artist. That's why I go by the Starving Artist. And man, basically, I'm infatuated with cooking. That's my new passion in life, as I've gotten in my mid-20s till now. And yeah, man, I just love to cook. So if I'm not rapping, I'm cooking. You know, so that's the goal. So I'm hoping early next year we'll start doing more episodes of Starving Artists and finally release the cookbook.
Yeah, I was saying, when you doing I saw some on your Instagram, like sobriety series.
Yeah, so sobriety. So I do that.
That's tight.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I do that every Saturday. Every Saturday at 9 on Instagram. I do a Saturday sobriety session. It's kind of like an AA meeting, but not so strict, you know, or not necessarily so strict, but I mean, you know, you with a fucking rapper on Instagram talking, you know, it's like there's no judgment here. You could drink, do your thing, just let it out, man. You know what I mean? So I don't know, when all this shit was going down, it was like everybody was going live, and I was telling my manager, I just felt like fake, being like, yeah, man, I'm in this bitch, you know, trying to act like I'm like, I just stopped drinking, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, what can I do to relate? And I was like, dude, do your life, do sobriety thing, like try it out. And man, it's been very rewarding, man. It's been, you know, underestimate, you know, exclamation point. We've been dope. We've been helping a lot of people, and it's been helping me every week.
So how long you been doing it for?
I don't know. I think maybe, you know, time goes so quick. Maybe 4 or 5 months now. Maybe.
Every Friday?
Every Saturday. Every Saturday at 9 p.m. on my IG Live. So, you know, anybody out there is dealing with addiction, or just you even thought about it, or just thought about you might have a problem or have a family member, or mental health, anything. You just want to get on there and talk about some shit that happened to you as a kid. It fucks with you as your life. You know, it's good to get that shit out. So I've been trying to take, so weird, man. I never knew I'd be this kind of guy, but this is where it would go. But, you know, it is, and it's cool. I'm really happy with it. And, yeah, so if anybody out there watching right now, man, anytime, man, you can always come join us, man. Ain't no fucking judgment. We're chilling, talking to a bunch of drug addicts and alcoholics with problems, and we just get on there and vent and talk about what's going on.
I'll say, how did the COVID affected you any?
Yeah, well, as far as that goes, as far as sobriety,
This just life in general. Has it affected your life?
yeah. Well, one, I like, man, dude, I'm a very self-conscious writer. Like, it'd take me 4 hours to write a verse sometimes. Like, I don't go vibe with people. Everybody wants to vibe. Like, I like to be alone, you know, and write. But the quarantine, something happened. I don't know if it was sobriety mixed with it and just the timing or where I'm at in my life. I was just like, yo, I'm gonna write. So that's all I did. Of course, it's, you know, me and the wife getting on each other's nerves a little bit. And I tore so much, though. I'm so happy to be home. So on the low, I'm really happy. But I lost a shitload of money, you know what I mean? So, but it is what it is. We're all losing money right now. So, most of us.
Yeah. Okay. So how are y'all adjusted to not having the tours? Are you doing like the virtual performances yet, or not yet?
Not yet, man. Not yet. We've entertained the idea of them, but I don't want them to come out sloppy. They gotta be right. So hopefully, so hopefully we've been working on some shit. So hopefully that might happen. There's been one-offs of people trying to, offer us to go to certain places, but then is they worth the money? Is, they got cash. There's a bunch of shit going into it. So it's scary though, man. Because I don't know what the future of live music holds, and that's 98% of my income.
Yeah, I'll ask you. You say you don't know what the future holds?
Yeah. I have no idea, because everybody thinks it's just gonna go back to normal one day. I mean, I'm not a.
Because I was thinking about that when I was at the gym. I was like,
yeah, exactly.
So we wearing our mask at the gym. Then all of a sudden we just gonna quit wearing them. I was like, shit, I'm just gonna keep probably wearing my shit. I was thinking about that. I was like, oh no, I think this mask shit. So I went and bought some more masks. I don't think that mask shit. We probably wearing there for at least another year, at least for, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, and even then, cool. Let people come in there with masks, but I mean, like, I don't know. It's just fucking weird, man. I don't know. I don't want to act like I'm like, I don't want to be responsible for making them say it's that too. It's just a whole nine. It's just fucked up. It's like, what if it never goes back to people, like bunch of people in crowds, like everything we've ever known? I'm not that I think that deep and go into like this conspiracy shit, but it's kind of scary when that's how you make a living.
Yeah, I just don't want to. I'll be thinking about like, I don't want to take no vaccine. I know that shit.
I'm down with that. I'm down with the vaccine, but then again, I'm like, I don't have a valid argument for anybody who's not down with it either. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I was in the military, so I'm just we took the vaccines, and the vaccines is basically like, ain't no telling what you taking, man. Yeah. You probably shit. I mean, you remember, especially with black people, remember Tuskegee experience? Yeah, like shit. We can't forget that shit and take
I don't know how old you are, but I remember getting when we were kids, we had to go get vaccinated and do all this shit when I was a kid in the 80s. Yeah.
I'm kind of cool. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah, if it'll get me back on the road again, hey, I got the vaccine. I could have really got out all that whole shit I've been talking about, like financially and just everything, because now with this CNT, I'm gonna really start seeing some other income from other places, from my music, and so I don't know, man. Whatever will get me back on that road, man. Get this bread.
Yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
So, what advice would you give to new artists as far as building a name, building a fan base?
That's hard. That's a very hard question. What's fucked up is, man, I had such a dope formula back in the day, and I told people, and it's so old school now. So like, I don't know. I don't even know. What I will say this is though, so I don't give anybody any false information. As far as building your fan base, this is very in general, and it's kind of obvious, but right now it's constant content. And if you got 5 fans, talk to those 5 fans every day, entertain them. But what I would say is my advice to any artist, period, just don't ever hear like a Lil Baby song, and just because it's hot as hell, go rap. That's the way you rap now, because that shit never works. Don't chase. And that happened to me, living in Atlanta when it started really taking off as being hip hop's #1 spot, when New York was going down to LA, and man, I chased all those fads from everything that came out, and it was so unnatural looking. You know, I didn't get a deal till I started being myself and started doing my own type of not being myself, but doing the type of music I wanted to do wherever the fuck I was at. Like, even if I'm performing at a strip club, you know, it fucking, you know, in the middle of the hood, I'm gonna go up there and I'm gonna fucking, you know, I'm not gonna do some song, dumb it down just because. So stick to your guns. If you make this type of music, do that. Don't try to make what other people make, because that ain't gonna get you on.
All right, man. I'm about to go on one of your videos.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, I was gonna play the Picture Perfect.
Oh man, I was watching these fucking reviews yesterday. It was great. Yeah, I never do that. I was watching that shit. This shit was funny.
Yeah.
Shout out to N9ne, man. Shout out to Corbin King Audio Productions produced this. DJ Chris Crisis, Candice Freeman, N9ne.
Let's go.
You the guy from the BT cypher, right? I saw you one day, you on Sway with gunplay. That's me. Still sign with Tech, well tell Wolf what's up for me. I miss Rittz back in them slum days. My ex-girlfriend said you hung at some place. Maybe the sun sweet, you remember that? Said you was cool till you got real drunk and just changed and put some one face to the wood in the bookcase. The TV stand, whatever it was, damn. I heard you like to soak in the tub, it's not cold. No. I heard you cussed at the crowd for starting a mosh pit. What was that, at the Nova in Norfolk? I forgot. I told them my homies at your door. I like when you rap fast more than going slower. I got a joint brother was told you don't smoke. What I do? What with you? I tell you what sure don't. I don't want to get hot with somebody some not eat. They believe in every word that they heard and stay making up dirt like I'm not a normal person. Like I'ma let them talk to me a certain way. That my spit shit's cool in a certain pace. To a beat like this, fuck yeah, but I do observe, get disturbed. People say the words getting nervous cause the shirtless jerk screaming like it's Kurt Cobain. I hit a person that I purposely prefer to be a loud mouth, trying to be a tough dude. Then I'm getting roundhouse. What you think I'm talking kung fu, guns through bow bow, letting off rounds like a countdown. Blood stained brain, blood strain full of gasoline, and my coke, and I'm so sick. Even if I see a titty bit of camera top, I wanna eat it out immediately. Even if she didn't shower, I'm an animal. And again, if I get a hit of summer roll, then my little minute goes soft. Ever been tipsy when you fucked a musty pussy and your dick was feeling fishy? Tell that bitch to go wash. So much deep body wash, stick it up beside the pussy. Honestly, I was shocked. She ain't even kind of ugly. Judge a book by the front cover. The side is nothing like I thought. Try to spot demons when they hide it from me. Since I'm benefited with hitting agendas. I had to hit, but I didn't dig in as much as I could. Family members could be as venomous any and cobras. They got a motive and they cover for blood. Suck on my pockets dry, not surprised. I ain't even off a ring. Watch the side, I said like an avocado green. Watch a guy on my side, send a book around on me. You can paint it pretty, gets paid you wanna see, but nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred with the naked eye. Scratch the surface, the rats are serpents. Skeletons search for a place to hide. Nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred with the naked eye. The scratch the surface, the rats are serpents. Skeletons search for a place to hide. A place to hide. Nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred with the naked eye. The scratch the surface, the rats serpents, skeletons search for a place to hide.
I hear a whole lot of needed no one to start surpassing them. The people saying me and my partner, we put a cap in them. Fucking know some out of caption and we backing them and y'all don't really know what's cracking. Saying this nigga back when the ruin what they pursuing and don't know that we get a fuck feeling with a passion. If I was devilish with my actions, all of my artists I would be a target for blasting. That's real spill, people they will kill if you never peel skrill and you give them an ill deal, never a chill pill, even when it's a little bill. The reason why we're still rocking and never feel still. Everyone listen up. If you ain't really knowing the Politickin's quick enough, they wanna go and wait for the Politickin sick as fuck. Speaking for God, I'ma tell ya. Check as one, nigga, what? Every fucking day I'ma tell ya, I ain't running with failures. They ain't never going back to drug paraphernalia. They held up high, so all the negative shit must die. Haters really wanna see me in hell. Let's fry. Give it a get the fuck away. Talking stupidity. Can you lick it lost? What do you say? Got no validity, cause we giving the most every day. Won't you admit to me that you totally wrong, nigga, we pay all of it if it because
nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred with the naked eye. Scratch the surface, the rats are serpents. Skeletons search for a place to hide. Nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred with the naked eye. Scratch the surface, the rats are serpents. Skeletons search for a place to hide. A place to hide. Nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred with the naked eye. Scratch the surface, the rats are serpents. Skeletons search for a place to hide. Nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred by the naked eye. Scratch the surface, the rats are serpents. Skeletons search for a place to hide. Nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred by the naked eye. Scratch the surface, the rats are serpents. Skeletons search for a place to hide. A place to hide. Nothing's picture perfect. The worst gets blurred by the naked eye. Scratch the surface, the rats are serpents. Skeletons search for a place to hide.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
But you good though.
Yeah, hello?
I can. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I was saying, I noticed too, I was looking at some stuff, the Rockley playing your music.
Yeah, he's a big strange music fan. Have you played mine recently?
Yeah, that's tight.
Yeah,
No, I saw an old post.
You know, rock. You know, it's fucked up. He had like he had a contest. It was like, yo, like go to Spotify, be on the Rocks list. So like, since he posted me before, I had everybody go tag him. But he had like 4 N9ne records on there already. That slot was filled up. Like, yeah, sorry, buddy, but man, yeah, that was dope when he did that day. That was crazy. Shout out to Apollo, man, the wrestler, man. He shows me a lot of love too, man. He's really dope, man. He's doesn't have to do that, you know what I'm saying, to his followers. So I really
Apollo posts you a lot?
Huh?
Apollo Cruz or Apollo who?
Apollo, yeah, Apollo Cruz.
Oh yeah, cause I thought you talking about the Mexican wrestler Apollo.
Nah. Apollo, man. I don't watch wrestling that much. So I just see his shit, and I know he's like popular now and shit, and like he's always been cool. I just always appreciate that. I like to post rapper shit or people's shit without them asking me. So anytime somebody else does that without asking, it's like, me and you right here. You know what I mean?
What would you like to say to your fans and supporters?
Oh man, just the same thing I say to them every day, man. Thank you so much. Without them, it wouldn't be shit. I could just be cooking in the kitchen and coming back here and being the dopest rapper in my house. So the fact that y'all stuck with me and just how hard you go for me, man, and just, you know, y'all a bunch of crazy motherfuckers, man. I really appreciate all the love. They really do love the music, man. It's really just a diehard fan base, and it's crazy even saying the word fans, you know. It's just cool, man. I just appreciate them for listening to me, man, going in for me, man, sticking behind me, you know, being on the Rittz team.
I had to ask you one of my homies questions since you cooked. So
yeah.
you're at a dinner party, so you can invite three like historical people from the past, like dead people. What 3 people would it be, and then what are you gonna cook for them?
They have to be dead?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I'm trying to think. You talk to a fucking a burnout. I'm trying to think of who's dead. Let me think. Who's dead? That's fucked up. You got to give me a minute on that one. If we did a live, I got you right now. I'm gonna invite Bobby Flay over. I'm gonna Bobby. If I see Bobby Flay walking down the street, I'm gonna do like Michael Jackson, like Michael. You know what I mean? Like.
So who alive you invite over there?
I'd probably definitely invite Bobby Flay. Definitely invite Bobby Flay. Who else likes some? Who else? Somebody that appreciates some food, man. Somebody that appreciates some food. I would definitely invite Bobby Flay over though for sure. And man, dog, that's a hard one. I don't know, but let's say fucking Snoop Dogg and Martha Stewart. See what the fuck they think about my food. Hey, Action Bronson. I love to have Action Bronson on a record one, and shit, be in the kitchen with her. That would be dope.
Then what you gonna cook for him?
I don't know. He's pretty gangster, man. I don't know. Like as far as on what he does, I don't know. I got a wide range, man. I probably, but you know, just to show people what's up. I normally go with tacos. I use a lot of chilies and it's a lot of sweet heat, a lot of southwestern flavors. Heavily Bobby Flay influenced, but you know, with my own style. But yeah, man.
What kind
Sorry, my mind was blank at dead people. I was like, you know.
What kind of tacos?
What kind of tacos? Shit. I like not barbacoa. I like pastor. You know, some pastor tacos, a nice tortilla salsa, queso fresco, or fish tacos. I love fish tacos too. Definitely gonna be homemade tortillas though, for sure. It's gonna be done right.
You ever cook lamb?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got some lamb. We don't know. I just bought it for the first time. What should we do with it? How we should cook it?
What did you you answer the question? So it depends on what kind of cuts you got. So like lamb.
Let me go get it right quick.
Go ahead.
Oh.
You gonna love this shit unless you got the cheek piece.
It might be a cheek piece.
Yeah. It's weird about lamb too, because I'm not you got a loin, bro. What does that say on the pack? What does it say that is?
Lamb breast.
Oh, dude, you got the lamb, man. Yo, that's dope. They don't even sell that shit where I'm at. That's like a tenderloin. I could be wrong right now for all my foodie people out there. I would not go to culinary school. I just love to cook. What I would do with that?
Two-piece.
Is that a hold on? It's hard to see. What's it say on there?
It say lamb breast two-piece.
Lamb breast. I've never seen. I always seen chops. That could be like the fucking loin. I don't know what the fuck that is. Yeah.
It's wet.
But hey, if that has a bone in it, does it have a bone in it?
My wife laughing. She's like, "What you fucking doing?"
No,
my wife's like, "What the fuck you doing?"
Does it have a bone in it?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would do with that, just so I don't cop out of the question, so people know about my shit. So I would take that, and I would put whatever kind of seasoning I'd like. Rosemary, mint goes good with lamb. Cumin, some kind of Indian flavors go good with lamb. Or shit, barbacoa, Mexican flavors, lamb. You could turn, of course, Greek with the garlic and the oregano. You could do it that way. A lot of people with chops rub it with Dijon mustard first, because the mustard tangs down that gaminess to the lamb, and so some mustard. But what I would say is sear it first, so you're not going to get that sear with the mustard. So heavily salt and pepper, nice seasoning mix, sear it, then put it in a low cooking oven after you sear it on all sides, and let that shit cook down for a little while. Keep checking it till it's like however you like your steaks, you know, whether you like it medium, medium well, medium rare, and check it till you like it, man, and slice that bitch off. You know, it's going to be tender, man. You making sandwiches for days, a little roasted red pepper mayo. I love cooking, man. And lamb is one of my favorites. It's like if a taco truck, meatball truck, lamb truck was there, which one am I going to? I don't know. That's horrible.
Yeah, I got we just doing some right now. Like when I go to the store, I'm just looking for something we never cooked before, and I'm trying to grab it.
No, it's cool. It's fun too.
Yeah.
Especially fun when it succeeds.
Yep.
And you're not like, oh shit, not getting this again. Yeah, that's the fun shit.
All right, bro. I want to say thanks for coming through Politickin with me. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have to check out your cooking now, man. I gotta go see what you do with the lamb, man. You gotta tag me.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture of it, man. I don't be posting my food, but I'm gonna send you a picture.
Please, man. Please do. I'd love to see it. Just even if it looks terrible, I'd love to just see what you did with it. I love food, man. But hey, man, thank you so much for having me, man. I appreciate the questions. You know, man, just everything, man. Thank you so much, man.
No doubt. You got any shout outs?
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to the motherfucking fans. Everybody who supported me from day one, and all the rappers that kept it real. And even if you talk shit behind my motherfucking back and I didn't know it, if you posted my shit and just been cool with me and supported me, I appreciate it, man. Thanks to everybody who just shows me love, man. It's at the end of the day, it's my fucking job. And sometimes people forget that. So
yeah, that shout out Brittany Nicole. She been here the whole time commenting.
Oh yeah. What's up? Shot. What up?
Yeah, she been on the whole time. She ready for Rittz and all that.
Oh man, Rittz is crazy. And if you're into shit like that, when it's ready, we'll send you a package. We're gonna send some gifts out to some special people just to hear it, man. Just to, dive into the holiday theme, man. I'd love to send you one.
All right, for sure, man. I got you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All right, then I think social media is just Rittz, right?
Yeah, social media is Rittz. Rittz Instagram, the real Rittz Twitter, but just Rittz. Look for the long-headed, fucking weird-looking guy. It's not a beard. Some motherfuckers think I got a sideburn beard or something, man. It just hangs up.
Yeah.
Nice beard, bro. It's like, who grows a beard like that? But yeah, man. That's where to find me, man. Rittz. And Rittz, oh shit, I'm tripping. My manager's probably watching this like, you motherfucker. Rittz Music on YouTube. Subscribe to my fucking YouTube page. Us artists, we cannot get our shit out there until our videos start doing views. Then everybody goes, oh, that motherfucker's hot. But you can't get the views till you get the subscribers. You need your fans to show love. It takes 2 seconds. Go make you a fucking account. Subscribe to the YouTube page. And I'd appreciate it so much, man. And just thanks for listening at the end of the day.